Welcome back to the channel. So I paid for Claude. I was bouncing off between taking ChatGPT 4 and Claude, and somehow I decided to go with Claude because for the past few days I was using its Sonnet model and I was really curious as to how good Opus is. So in this video, I am going to try something different. I'm going to use a large language model to teach me a new concept, which is raft. Now, raft, for those who are not aware about this, is adapting large language models and making it domain specific RAG. Typically, RAG architecture is something that you design when you want to augment your knowledge base with a large language model, but raft takes this a step further. So, what I have done is I have only 5 messages remaining, and I'll see how good of prompts I can try to teach me RAG and compare it with, sorry, teach me Raft and compare it with RAG. So I have uploaded and towards the end of the video, I'll show you the pricing and all the settings that I have done for Claude. So Claude basically gives you three styles. So you have Haiku available, which is the fastest model. You have Sonnet, which is what I was using for the past few weeks, and Opus, which is the most intelligent model as per them. So I've just uploaded the research paper and I am going to now start asking it interesting questions. Teach me Raft by providing comparisons with RAG architecture. Where can I use this? Can you generate Python code that shows how to do Raft? I think this would be a good starting point because there's no Python code in the research paper. Let me just quickly scan that too. And I'm pretty sure it's not there. So this is Raft and the right side is RAG. And then there's some techniques, some data sets that they have talked about. And then they have done some result benchmarking and comparisons with different. So Raft essentially improves RAG performance for specialized domain is what I'm understanding. So let's see what the result is coming up. The comparisons between Raft and RAG, training objectives. RAG, the model is trained to generate answer based on retrieved documents provided by the retriever. Absolutely correct. It learns to utilize the retrieved information to answer questions. Perfect. Raft, the model is fine-tuned on a specific domain using a mix of relevant Oracle documents and irrelevant distractor documents. That's the core theme of this. It's like a style in which they're training. Training data, there are difference. It's talking about answering questions. It's giving me the model generates detailed COT style answers that cite the relevant sources, which is really good, providing a very clear reasoning process. Use cases for Raft, it's talking about domain specific question answering, scenarios with evolving knowledge base where Raft is suitable when you need to update your knowledge base periodically. For example, if you are in a healthcare domain, or if you're in a research domain, or if you're in a financial domain where most of the times new data is coming up. Finance is an interesting example. My other channel where I talk about quant lab, this could be an interesting plugin there. Open book exams or assessment. So this is a simplified Python code that demonstrate the Raft training process. Now, what I have realized is that the code that I generally have been getting from Claude have been of better quality, specifically Opus, and they run in the first shot. There have been extreme rare instances where they do not run in the first go, and that's primarily because of deprecated libraries, etc. So I'm really liking it. So it has given me some model name, some base name. So this is some sample code. However, I don't think this is real Raft. I don't think this is a good example. So let me just tell it. This is not a good example and is more like a dummy simulation. Can you generate detailed code by using the Raft paper after you have understood the key concepts and techniques from the paper. So what I'm trying to do is basically force the model, force Opus to go back to the paper, try and understand the technique and see what different variants it comes out. I am not expecting it to give me completely exhaustive code, but it might surprise me. Uh, yeah, so I don't know what this is now. Okay, so there is a mechanism of remdesivir, which is like a medicine, the answer, the training data. Now it's generating some detailed code and it's trying to loop in into the docs. It's still talking about this Oracle docs concept, which I'm not aware of. Maybe I will take a look at in the paper. Yeah. So okay, that's what their terminology, that they are calling these two types of document as the Oracle docs and the other is regular. So now this has given me some relatively more code for fine tuning. Let's try to ask it few specific questions. All right, let's say, can you optimize this code and reduce the model size by using LoRa techniques? Let's see if it's aware of LoRa techniques. I think might not be because it has been trained on data till 2021. So I'm not aware if it's aware about the techniques for optimization. Maybe it's not. Okay, it is. I don't know how it is aware of. Usually, if you ask it, it will always give an answer. I know till like 2021, but maybe they have some sort of understanding about it. So I think this is good enough. So what I've been able to conclude is that if I want to get into something purpose specific and I want to quickly get some boilerplate code, and I myself am not great with PyTorch or TensorFlow, I can definitely leverage this. And the quality of answers that are coming are really good. And I have validated this before that the code that this model gives is really good. One thing to note is that Opus is slightly slow. So we'll switch over to talking with Unit and it will essentially start a new chat. What can you do? It'll again take a little, it's a little faster. Let's go to Haiku. What can you do? Okay, much faster, right? So you can literally see the difference here. Do you have access to my chat with Opus? I want to see if these three models are connected. Okay, no, no, they are not. All right, so that's a little rundown of Claude premium version, and I'll go to account settings and show you different stuff. So there's just billing. They'll show you the invoice. I've paid $23 for it, which comes to somewhere about 1900, 2000 rupees in INR. Beyond this, I'm yet to figure out how to access the APIs, and I don't think Anthropic has APIs. Anthropic Claude Opus APIs. API key, Anthropic Claude dashboard. Then go to account dashboard. It says account dashboard, but I have not been able to find it. All right, I just have not been able to. I don't know where it is. I go here, but I don't see anything except the name, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Is there something on Anthropic website? No, I don't think so. Okay, it says API. Get started now. Okay, there is console, and I'll just log in with Google. All right, I was not aware about this. So let's see what I have in the virtual. All right. I think ideally I should. Okay, now this says that get started with Claude with US $5. I'm not sure why my account is not integrated. Uh, totally unsure about it. I might have to send them some sort of a mail, or maybe have I used something different for Claude? I really don't know. My account is pretty much the same. I think if I log out here, I think this is not good. They should have just detected that it's the same user, and well given me some those console accesses, etc. I'm totally unsure as to why and how this is happening. I'll have to reach out to support and ask for some sort of a support. All right, so that's it from this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you have liked the conversation, please put thumbs up. This is more of a conversation style. I'm trying something different this time. If you have not liked it, put it in the comments. I can go back to usual stuff. All right, till next time. Bye bye.